Summit Lecture Series. APJ Abdul Kalam once stated, the united minds of the youth is the most powerful resource on the earth. As we gather here today to explore and discuss the global issues and challenges raised during the G20 summit, this quote reminds us of the importance of engaging and empowering young minds in finding solutions for a brighter future. Throughout this lecture series, we will have the privileges of listening to some of the brightest minds and the experts in the field. They will share their insights, analysis, and recommendations on how the G20 summit affects not only India but the world.
Without further ado, I would like to invite the head of panel, the Society of Humanities, St. Joseph's University. Professor Clement has numerous national and international publications, presentations. So I would now like to welcome you to deliver the welcome address and felicitation.
Namaskar and good morning to all of you who are present in the beautiful auditorium. A very warm welcome to all the delegates on the dais and off the dais and all others present here. We are proud that this year India is shouldering the presidency and recently was a host of G20. And now St. Joseph's University is privileged in hosting G20 University Connect. Today, the lecture series is possible due to the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, the RIS, the Research and Information System for Developing Countries. We are deeply honored to have with us the two eminent guest speakers, Ambassador J.S. Mukul and Professor Narendra Pani, Dean of NIAS. They will do the honors of the lecture series. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors, Registrar, Dean, and other officials of the university, faculty, and the students of St. Joseph's University are welcome our guest speakers, Ambassador J.S. Mukul and Professor Narendra Pani, Dean at NIAS. A special welcome for both of them. It is a homecoming for them because both of them are Josephites. Sir Mukul is the batch of 1975 and Sir Narendra Swan is the batch of 1973. And also welcome our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ronald Mascarenhas, PRO Kiran, Amita, Head of the Department of Commerce, Mr. Ali, Mr. Venugopal, Advisor of Foreign Collaborations, Registrar Melvin Colasso, and other officials of the university. A very special welcome to all the faculties, students who have joined us here at G20 University Connect at SJU. According to one of our ancient scriptures called Taittiriya Upanishads, the Sanskrit phrase Atiti Devo Bhava holds a sacred meaning which resonates in our campus hospitality culture. I request Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Ronald Mascarenhas to felicitate our guest speaker, Ambassador Sir J.S. Mukul, who was a former ambassador and professor at Sushant University. As we formally welcome Ambassador Sir J.S. Mukul, kindly put your hands together and welcome him. Thank you, sir. Extending our principle of hospitality to our own alumni, Professor Narendra Pani, Dean at NIAS, I request Register to come up to the stage to felicitate Dr. Narendra Pani. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Kiran, the PRO of St. Joseph's University, to felicitate Mr. Saeed Ali from RIS. Thank you, sir. Now I request our own Sri Venugopal, Advisor International Collaborations, to felicitate Dr. Ronald Mascarenhas, the Pro Vice Chancellor. I request Venugopal to come up to the stage. Thank you all. Dear friends, now let me give a brief narrative as an introductory remark for this lecture series. My introductory remarks will be a curation of all about G20, India's presidency, a success story. Presidency of G20 is a crucial responsibility held by India during the complex, challenging time. The summit's theme, Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future, is rooted in our ancient Sanskrit text, Maha Upanishads, and a goal of sustainable development. G20 economies bring together the world's 85% of GDP, 75% of international trade, and two-thirds of the world's population and human resource, and many more parameters which define the developing and the developed world. As audience is relatively moved from different streams of inquiry ranging from social science, humanities, science, commerce, we need to take a positive note of the fact that G20 is a premier grouping of financially developed, challenging economies of the world. G20 University Connect is a dream of our Honorable Prime Minister to connect all the youths in an inclusive way and show the world the empowerment of youth for tomorrow. It's a great forum to highlight the achievement of G20 under India's presidency and also share India's story to others. Hope, harmony, peace, stability. These are the defining ideas which will frame India's presidency of the G20 grouping of the world. Under G20 presidency, India brings the perspective of contemporary issues, where India has already flagged the concern about energy and food security. Through this University Connect, Honorable Prime Minister is creating awareness to the youth, the initiatives that is undertaken with the aim to build an understanding of India's G20 presidency. In accordance with the Prime Minister's vision, the G20 has designed 200 meetings in 50 locations, and many meetings have been already been held. Dear students, for your information, this is the 100th meeting. What a coincidence. You, the students of St. Joseph's University, who are the leaders of tomorrow, are fortunate to be the direct beneficiary of this initiative. The University Connect program gives us a call to join hands together to make India a G20 presidency, a presidency of healing, harmony, and hope. Over the course of this morning, you will be provided with important input and information of India's G20 presidency by our esteemed speakers. As I close my introductory remarks, I invite all our student participants who are with us today, not only to bring G20 into your lives, but also become its brand ambassadors in disseminating information on G20 presidency and to all the people in your network. India's G20 presidency is a mega national event. Since the start of G20 presidency, the host, that is our country, has set tasks for country to stimulate growth and create new jobs. Dear students, collectively be a radiant person of creative brilliance and generational optimism. India's success in the G20 will surely be draw strength from all of you. As I wind up, one final reminder. So as we come together to participate in this event, let us get fully immersed in it so that outcomes become etched in our memories for all the times to come. Thank you and have a fruitful listening.
Thank you, Professor Rani D'Souza, for those inspiring words and setting the tone for this lecture series.
I now invite the audience to watch the video presentation on the G20 University.
India, home to 1.3 million traditions and the world's largest democracy. As one of the oldest civilizations in the world, we have rich cultural heritage and diversity. Known as the fifth largest economy in the world, India is proud to assume the presidency of G20. As the country moves into a new era, we look to another poignant symbol for humanity to emerge victorious from challenges. The lotus, the national flower of India, represents our history and culture and symbolizes spirituality, fruitfulness, wealth, and knowledge. And that's the inspiration for India's G20 logo design. The design rendered in satin, white, green, and blue is drawn from the national flag of India. The seven petals in the logo signify the seven seas and the coming together of seven continents at G20 India 2023. Sitting above the lotus is a representation of the earth, reflecting India's pro-planet approach and seeing the world as one family. From this, we derive the theme for G20 India 2023. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future. A theme that brings the G20 focus on shared global growth while being in harmony with nature. G20 India 2023. One Earth, one family, one future.
And certainly encapsulated the power of collaboration and knowledge sharing that can be achieved through platforms like the G20 University Connects.
I would now like to request Dr. Rona Martinez, Pro Vice Chancellor, St. Joseph's University, to address the audience.
Ambassador J.S. Mukul, former ambassador to the Kingdom of Netherlands, Government of India, and Professor Emeritus, School of Business and Director, International Relations, Sushant University, Dr. Narendra Pani, Dean, School of Social Sciences, NIAS, Mr. Syed Ali, Consultant Research and Information System for Developing Countries, Professor Clement D'Souza, Dean, School of Humanities, Ms. Amita, Head of the Department of Commerce, Mr. Kiran Jivan, PRO, Mr. Venugopal, Convener, International Affairs, Dr. Navin Kulaso, Registrar of the University, Deans, officials of Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, members of the faculty, invitees, and my dear students. Good morning. So, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of St. Joseph's University, I would like to express my gratitude to the Ministry of External Affairs and all the government officials involved in bringing this G20 University Connecting Lecture Series to St. Joseph's University. My special thanks to our honorable guests and distinguished speakers, Ambassador J.S. Mukul. He will be enlightening us on India's presidency of the G20. Dr. Narendra Pani will be sharing his wisdom on India Tomorrow World Perspective, and Mr. Syed Ali will be moderating question answer session. I wish to thank our local organizing team, especially PRO Kiran Jeevan and convener of the Office of the International Affairs, Ravina Gopal, for their teamwork in organizing this program. I am delighted to preside over today's forum. The logo and the theme together convey a very powerful message of India's G20 presidency, which is of striving for a just and equitable growth for all in the world. As we navigate through the turbulent times in a sustainable, holistic, responsible and inclusive manner. They represent a uniquely Indian approach to our G20 presidency of living in harmony with the surrounding ecosystem. India's presidency of the G20, a role that holds immense significance on the global stage. India's leadership in the G20 represents a crucial opportunity to address pressing global challenges and shape the future of international cooperation. Firstly, India's presidency underscores its commitment to multilateralism and a rule-based international order. In a world marked by growing uncertainties, India seeks to foster dialogue and consensus among member nations to find solutions to the shared global problem. Secondly, the theme of India's presidency is One Earth, One Family, One Future. The theme reflects India's vision of a world where nations are bound together by a sense of common humanity, where we collectively address issues such as climate change, health crisis, and economic disparities for the betterment of all. It's important to ensure that we in India are living in harmony. Thirdly, India's presidency emphasizes inclusivity. India is keen on ensuring that the G20 benefits not only the major economies but also addresses the concern of developing nations, promoting fairness and equity in global governance. India Tomorrow World Perspective is another important issue. Geopolitical influence that India has. Therefore, India is expected to increase as it plays a more prominent role in regional and international affairs. Its strategic location, large population, and economic potential make it an important player in shaping global politics. India has a thriving technology sector and a young tech savvy population. The country is poised to contribute to global innovation, particularly in areas like information technology, biotechnology, and renewable energy. Let me be selfish for my India. India faces numerous challenges, including poverty, inequality, infrastructure development, healthcare access, and governance issues. Addressing these challenges will be crucial for India's sustainable development and its role in the world stage. India Tomorrow World Perspective encompasses many possibilities and challenges. India's trajectory will depend on various factors, including domestic policies, international relations, economic reforms, and social changes. As India contributes to grow and evolve, its actions and decisions will significantly impact the global landscape. With a score of 28.7 in 2023 Global Hunger Index, India has a level of hunger that is serious. How the presidency would enable the masses to resolve the present situation of poverty, unemployment, health, and dignity of human beings, all inclusiveness, etc. If these burning issues are resolved, then it is going to be a marvelous achievement.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ron, sir, for sharing your valuable insights. We are grateful for your guidance and visions in nurturing young minds to take part in global discussions.
Now I call upon Venu Gopal sir, Associate Director of International Affairs, to introduce again esteemed guest of honor, Mr. J.S. Mukul, former Ambassador, Government of India.
It is indeed my pleasure to introduce Economic Institute this year who joined the Indian Foreign Service in the year 1981, born on 22nd April 1957. He is a postgraduate in political science with specialization in international relations and was held diplomatic positions in the embassies, high commissions, permanent missions, Consulate General of India in Damascus, Abu Dhabi, Cadiz, Colombo, Geneva, Riyadh, Munich, and Muscat, apart from the postings at headquarters in the Ministry of External Affairs, New Delhi. His last assignment at headquarters was as Joint Secretary, the Director General, Technical Cooperation and Economic Relations in the Ministry of External Affairs, in charge of the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, called as ATEC. He was also the ministry's Shostakpa for the G20 process and was involved with 6 G20 summits. He has served as Ambassador of India to the Kingdom of the Netherlands. His last overseas assignment was as Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, where he contributed to strengthening the India-Oman strategic partnership and welcome measures for the large Indian expatriate community. He has done many assignments in his diplomatic career involving both bilateral and multilateral diplomacy, covering political and economic commercial work. His special interest in the academic field is